Hello, and this is a drink review of a drink called Grip.One Passion Fruit. And yeah, that's the name of the drink. Earlier today I did a drink review. I did a cooking with Peahc. Then I rested a little, and now I'm here, about to edit the video. Yeah, I am recording this on the 29th of September. So actually I should probably do a photo as well, because it's 60 days since I cut everything. So I'm gonna drink this entire can. Okay, it doesn't have the best smell. It smells very sour. That's gonna be like a sour passion fruit. Which I like passion fruit flavor, but I don't like it when it's sour. Which is kind of like I don't like real passion fruit that much. Because it's a bit too sour for me. For the taste that you get from a passion fruit. So I like when it is actual passion fruit, but they have added a lot of like sweeteners and like anti-acid whatever. Yep. Here, wait. I mean, there is a good taste, but the sourness to me kind of ruins it. And I mean, this is like artificial. Or it's like natural artificial, if you know. It is a 0-calorie drink. Oh well. It's too sour. So I'm probably gonna dilute the rest after this. Yeah, like I said, my plan is to edit the cooking with Peahc video. And I made a fish burger, which is like a bit new for me. Like, I have done fish burgers before. I actually really like the recipe I do. But this one was a bit different because it was salmon, specifically it's like a pre-made like salmon bullar, and it was like in lobster sauce, and I didn't like it, so I was like, you know what, I'll just wash off the lobster sauce, and then I'll use whatever to make it into basically a fish burger, and it was actually pretty good. It was not dry at all. I thought it would be, because I mean I cooked it for like 10 minutes, but nope, it wasn't dry. One thing I probably would do is that I would probably increase the amount of psyllium I used. I used probably less than 1.5. I probably would use 2 tablespoons if I were to do that again with this type of thing. I wouldn't use this thing because it's more expensive than just use a can of tuna that I normally do. But we had this one to try it out. We didn't like it, so we repurpose it into something we'll like. And the reason why I would add more psyllium is because it was a bit too breaky. It did manage to keep its form, but as soon as you bit into it, it disintegrated basically. So I think a little bit more psyllium husk would fix that. Yeah. Yeah, and if I feel better, or if I have the energy after editing the video, I'll probably gonna play some Pokemon just to try and get to the second gym. We'll see. I don't think it's that far away between the first and second gym. Hopefully, because I mean, one thing about these newer Pokemon games, which I don't like, which I think is the thing that may prevents me from replaying the newer Pokemon games, is that, I mean, it took me like 6 to 7 hours or something to get to the first gym. And that's because I didn't know how to speed up the game on Yuzu. It wasn't easy at all. I mean, when you know how to do it, it's easy, but like there's no tutorials out there how to speed up the game. Like when you search just speed up the game, the only thing you get are people making the game run better. Like that's not at all what I'm looking for. I'm looking at maybe I should make a tutorial how to speed up games on Yuzu, because I could not find one, so I had to do it, try to figure it out myself. Yeah, but anyways, and also you can only really speed it up, for me at least, double the speed, so like 200% instead of 100%, right? In Yuzu, that is, because 100% is like 0.1 speed, then 200% is 2 point speed. So it's double. Because when you think about it, it's running 100% faster, you would think, oh, that's double, and the 200% faster would be like triple, right? But no. But anyways, yeah, the fact that the new Pokemon games, there's so much cutscenes, and just like every time you leave a fucking house, there's a cutscene of an NPC walking slowly. You're like, Jesus Christ. And that is with me even turning off the cutscenes in the settings. It still was like probably an hour or two worth of cutscenes before the first gym. I'm like, oh my god, it's not as bad as Sun and Moon. Oh man, fuck. Like, I mean, I would like to do like at least one Let's Play on like each generation. Not necessarily just on the base game, but now for example, Gen 3, I did Inclement Emerald. On Johto, I did GS Chronicles, right? So I consider those. Like those gens, like ROM hacks, mods, whatever, But the problem with Sun and Moon, Scarlet and Violet, and this game is that the beginning part is so tedious and so long. It's kind of like, man, I just want to play the game. I think the games themselves are fine. They're actually fine. But there's so much time wasting that makes me go like, fuck me.